Yo, Hendo here with Average Dude Softball. Today we're taking out the brand new 2024 Demarini Nautalai Midload. We're gonna go ahead and bring it out to our field out there in Dona Ana, New Mexico. Throw about 100-ish swings on it before bringing it back here to the garage, do our velo test, our compression test, our scale weight, and then give you our final thoughts. This is going to be a 13.5-inch barrel, mid-loaded model. This has the continuous fiber design barrel as well, or technology, which is going to give you the same feel, or should give you the same feel as the vanilla Gorilla and kind of the red bat. It's going to differ from the Lady Cartel, which is also dropping here shortly as well, which that one has the APC tech, so it's going to have more of that game ready feel, maybe a slightly softer barrel. Just like all their bats, it has the ZN alloy, stiff handle. Definitely feels extra stiff this year as well, which I think was a point that Demarini tried to make with theirs, was stiffen up those handles. But either way, we're going to take it out to the field, get our swings, get back here, and get you the rest of the data that we need for the video. All right, let's go ahead and test the new Demarini Midload here before we throw any swings on it. Let's get it centered up. There we go. Dial this to 0. 0. And pretty much as expected, just under that 300 mark. Let's rotate, check the other side. Too far, there we go. And just under 300, so plenty of wiggle room, let's get it.
Oh, good pitch. Thank you.
91 miles per hour. 91 miles per hour. 90 miles per hour. 101 miles per hour.
All right, let's go ahead and test the Demarini Midload. Real quick, we will throw the calibrator on there just to make sure we're good to go before we do this test. Dial that to 0. Pull. And we're pretty much spot on 350, just maybe slightly above, which is well within range. So you can see on the disc, if I can get it out of there, 350 plus or minus 25. We were just barely over 350, so we're good to go there. Get this on the tester. Now this started at 300 on both sides. There is some webbing on the barrel now, so we'd like to see the number come down a little bit. We're at about 125 swings. and we're still sitting just shy of 300 on that side. Let's go ahead and rotate and see if we got a drop on the other side. To 0. And maybe a slight drop on that side, but still over 275. Kind of makes sense based on what we're seeing with the velos. Still high 90s, but not quite that triple digit numbers that we see with some of the other bats. But again, this has tons of wiggle room, and honestly, it feels pretty good for a bat that's sitting that high. We'll talk more about it in the final thoughts. Let's go ahead and scale weight the 26 ounce Nautalai Midload. And it's sitting right at 26.1, so pretty much spot on, just barely over sticker weight, no issues there. All right, and we are back from the fields. We're velo test, compression test, scale weight complete here with the 2024 Demarini Nautalai Midload. Again, this is that 13.5 inch model, mid-loaded, obviously, and then continuous fiber design barrel similar to that Vanilla Gorilla and the Red Bat. For us, right off the bat, it felt just kind of similar to the other Demarinis as well. It's gonna be that real stiff handle. Barrel definitely is gonna take some time to open up. As you saw with the starting compression, we were right at 300. And even as you saw with the ending compression, we're still sitting just under 300 on one side and just over 280 on the other. So still tons of room for this thing to open up. One of the things that kind of surprised me a little bit is we're already seeing a decent amount of that webbing on the barrel as well, which kind of made me hope that that compression was gonna come down a little bit more. But either way, we'll go ahead and keep throwing swings on it, see how many more swings it takes to really get that thing down there to that 260, 250 range, which is where we like to see it. And then I'm sure this thing's gonna feel amazing, just like the Vanilla Gorilla and the Red Bat did as well. The sweet spot on it took a minute to get used to. It wasn't quite as high up the barrel as the Vanilla Gorilla and the Red Bat seemed. It was somewhere right around as this open white space. Looks like that's double sevens there kind of thing as well. When you caught it there, even at this high compression, the ball really came off the barrel hard. Jumped kind of off there, felt great. However, anywhere else kind of on the barrel wasn't overly forgiving for such a long barrel. But again, high compression, this sweet spot still needs to open up. I'm sure the bat's still gonna feel great just like the rest of the models. And honestly, I'd rather have a bat that takes more swings to bring that compression down than putting 20, 30, 40 swings on it. And now I'm worried about if my bat's gonna pass compression or not. With that, as you saw in the velo test, there were a few shots that were right at that 101, 102 range. I think only one or two, however. The rest were kind of that mid to high 90s. But again, I kind of expect that while we're waiting for the compression to come down. I believe when we swung the Red Bat and the Vanilla Gorilla, we were able to get the compressions on those down to closer to that 270, 260 range. And right there is when we saw those 103s, 104s, and more of that consistent triple digits. So again, I really like the feel of it. I'm gonna put more swings on it. If we get a chance to get another video made with a kind of a part 2, once we have a bunch more swings on it, we'll try to do that for you as well. But if you're somebody who's been waiting for kind of that mid-load, almost balanced feel type of bat, don't hesitate to go with the Demarini Nautalai, or you'll see the Lady Cartels coming out soon, so whichever of those two that you prefer. But again, this is a bat that you can BP, use any ball you want, any weather you want, and you're not gonna have to worry about it breaking. It's gonna last you forever. You take it to any tournaments where you get compression tested, you're never gonna be sitting there wondering if your bat's gonna pass compression or not. So definitely a bat I would recommend. The whole 2024 Demarini line and 2023, which is what they called the Red Bat and the Vanilla Gorilla discount this year. But that whole line of bats all feel great. The stiffer handles give you a real good, consistent feel for whether or not you hit the ball well and where you caught it. And then again, these bats are holding compression forever, which is kind of key for us as well. For somebody who doesn't care about compression, apologize for talking about as much as we do, but we know plenty of people out there that get tested. When we play military ball, we get tested plenty as well. So it's kind of a big deal for us as well. If you go over to averagedudesoftball.com, you'll see on our top bats list, we have a couple bats on there where we even mention, hey, if you're not concerned with compression tests, these will be the bats for you. Otherwise, Demarini, even the Louisvilles are gonna be kind of your way to go for those high compression, lasting for a while bats. With that being said, we appreciate you checking out the video. If you enjoyed it, like the video, drop a subscribe. It'll get you notified of any future content that we have coming out. Also, if you want to contact us, you can drop a comment or message us on any of our socials. They're all in the description for the video. We also just launched our brand new website, averagedudesoftball.com. If you head over to there, there's a spot to sign up for a newsletter as well, which we're going to send out roughly monthly, which will include any videos that dropped that month. Also, any kind of upcoming videos if we know of certain releases that are coming out. There's also going to be our top bat list for both USSSA, and then here coming soon will be ASA and USA bats as well. And then within the next 2 weeks, we're actually going to drop some products on there so that you're able to purchase some Average Dude Softball merchandise and gear, from shirts, hoodies, hats, koozies, tumblers, things like that as well. So pop on over to averageusouthpaw.com, check it out. Let us know what you think about the webpage. If you have any suggestions for us, let us know. We'll go ahead and change that up ourselves. We've got that thing put together for you just to kind of make it easier for you to pick up on the content. We've had a lot of people ask about our top bats. Now that you have a place to go to take a look at that as well. So again, we appreciate you checking out the video. Have a great day.